Welcome to UCLA and to Royce Hall. I'm Kelly Wall, Assistant Dean for Student Achievement in the College of Letters and Science. Thank you so much for coming together during these unprecedented times to celebrate our graduates of the class of 2020. We are honoring the achievements of the bachelor's and master's degree recipients from the College of Letters and Science, the UCLA International Institute, the Samueli School of Engineering, the Alpert School of Music, the School of Nursing, and the School of Theater, Film, and Television. Before we begin, the leadership of these ceremonies at UCLA acknowledges our presence on the traditional, ancestral, and unceded territories of the Gabrielino Tongva peoples. I want to remind everyone how much we want this event to be a success. For that to happen, we must observe several safety precautions. I can see that wherever possible, you're seated at a distance from people outside of your household. Very good. I can see that everyone is wearing a mask correctly, with it covering both their nose and their mouth. Your mask must remain in place every moment you're inside this beautiful building. Now, this is an unusual one. I ask that you avoid making any loud sounds that would ordinarily come out of your nose or mouth. We weren't allowed to include singing as part of this event because of COVID rules, so please keep in mind why. Most important of all, I ask you to think about how proud you are of your graduate here with us today, and how much that graduate wants you healthy and safe and a part of their life for a very long time. So please, sit apart from each other, keep your mask on, and avoid yelling, singing, or any other potentially hazardous vocalizing. Clapping, however, is strongly encouraged. Please turn off your cell phones at this time, or at least be sure that they're on vibrate. We encourage you to take photos or videos from your seats. Please do not stand in the aisles because we cannot block them during the ceremony. Family and friends of our graduates, I'm very proud to present the class of 2020. It is my pleasure to introduce a member of the class of 2020, Gabrielle Gorman. Gabrielle graduated with a Bachelor of Arts in Film and Television with a concentration in screenwriting. Please welcome Gabrielle.
Good afternoon. It is an honor and a privilege to deliver the commencement address for the outstanding class of 2020. I'd like to begin by paying my respects to the Gabrielino Tongva peoples whose lands we are gathered upon today. In March of last year, our interpretations of normalcy were radically challenged. Lives, jobs, and opportunities were lost. As seniors, we had to confront the new and swiftly evolving reality that after over 2 decades of preparing to take flight, the world we were now expected to soar into was and is clouded, eerie, woefully uncertain. And yet it can also be said that certainty has never really been one of life's offerings. We've all endured our own set of curveballs, loud and silent battles. Prior to the pandemic, many of us had been trudging through the murky waters of financial insecurity, racial inequality, sexism, homophobia, mental health complications, and so on. These waters in many ways feel deeper and more perilous now than ever, and yet we march on. We stand here today as testaments to the strength and the fortitude of the Bruin. Many artists like myself have struggled in the past year to remain loyal to our passions. How do you ideate and create when the world feels like that spinning wheel that appears on your screen when your MacBook is overworked? I looked it up, apparently it's called a throbber. In early 2020, I was preparing to shoot a web series that I'd written as part of my undergraduate screenwriting concentration, and then the world shut down, or the throbber appeared. I didn't know what to do, but I did know that rarely has there been a time where the production of conscious storytelling has felt more vital. And so I shot this series with 3 UCLA students where we quarantined in an Airbnb for 2 weeks and transformed each room into its own production stage. The project illustrated that even in the darkest of times, I can still rely on my fellow Bruins to breathe light through the tunnel. This experience and really the last 5.5 years has taught me that there are infinite paths towards our respective North Stars, none of which are linear, unweeded, or unwinding. That's the human journey. We're not GPSs, we're not planes flying from A to Z, we're all just children, building sandcastles by the sea, reconstructing them each time that the water washes them away. We start over, reassess, try again. Because we know that we can't always halt the waves that form, but we can always choose to rebuild, to work towards forming castles that will one day survive. And we are all here because someone had the courage to endure. I am the cotton of my ancestors, the seed of every audacious woman, the knowledge and conviction passed down from generations of struggle. I am a drum note. In an ancient song about freedom, I am the wiggling hips in a dance of resistance. Today we form, reclaim, and grow legacies, but what is a legacy? They say it's planting seeds in a garden you never get to see. We're not all favored with rich and crumbly soil. We're all planting our gardens under different conditions in various climates, but success is not a measurement of the magnitude of our accomplishments, but of our determination to rise despite what little life has promised us. Victory is a matter of heart, not stature. And boy, does this school have a lot of heart and much stature, #1 public university in the nation. I would like to thank UCLA for providing 4 years of soil through which I have experienced unprecedented growth. To every professor and TA that nourished my brain, the custodial staff that keeps this garden clean and plucks the weeds before we even see them, and the dining hall workers who, despite being bombarded by ravenous students all day, still found time to ask me how I was doing and gave me extra rice on my burritos. Thank you. We rise today because you cradled us above your shoulders. And congratulations to the class of 2020. This last 1.5 years has been no small battle, and neither were those midterm exams. If it's shown us anything, it's that even when the soil is eroded, we can grow seeds within the cracks. We can spring up like flowers above concrete. We can be, must be, and are the light of our ancestors and the cultivators of the world to come. Thank you.
Please welcome the Dean of Social Sciences, Darnell Hunt.
families, friends, faculty, and staff who have come together to celebrate. I am honored to address these outstanding graduates of the class of 2020. I want you to know how proud I am as Dean of Social Sciences to be here at this recognition of your achievement. Your victories are our community's victories, and they haven't come easily. Such accomplishments are the product of time, energy, dedication, and passion. What you committed to your education brought you to this extraordinary moment, and I am grateful to be able to share it with you. You are graduates from the #1 public university in the country, and your arrival at this moment is an inspiration. Our auditorium today is full of your fans, and trust me, this won't be the last time you hear a round of applause because you've done something extraordinary. Take this moment of joy as an antidote to the challenges of life. Each one of us knows what it's like to feel alone in the silence of doubt, when we need to hear the sound of encouragement. I see each of you in the future remembering to support those among us who need to be lifted up by the power of your kind words or praise, and perhaps at a moment when you least feel you have this to give. So let us today serve as a reminder of how we have the power to summon our collective strength to raise everyone higher. You will act on the impulse to enrich the lives of those around you. Be an agent for positive change. Make this world a better place. We need you to make this world better. Take pride in your lifelong journey of lifting. For when we reach out to others, our hearts become stronger by becoming more open and compassionate. Now, as much as we might want everything to work out perfectly, there will be times when an obstacle blocks our path. Something, perhaps the strangest person or idea or thing, will obstruct your progress towards an important goal. It's part of life. You've experienced this situation before. Remember, you overcame the challenges of learning remotely at UCLA. And who saw that coming, along with a global pandemic? You persisted when facing the distractions of home life and choppy internet connections for your Zoom classroom. The tenacity you showed during those circumstances make me confident in your ability to persevere, no matter what happens. You will be able to step back if you need to and reflect on your values on what matters the most. You'll consider why you persisted and why you are still here today. And this knowledge and these skills you developed at UCLA will empower you to soar in the months and the years ahead. You will create something new, something that hasn't been seen or heard before. And there will be positive change and hope. I'm confident of that. I ask you to lead the transformation that our world needs by becoming mentors. Mentorship is a generosity of spirit that brings everyone forward, both those who receive it and those who offer it to others. Be the mentors we need in our community, the mentors who build bridges, rather than build walls against those who may be struggling to cross over. We give ourselves a precious reward when providing advice and support as valued mentors. And may I share something with you? It feels wonderful. Never be shy about turning to someone who has gone ahead and made it back, someone who can tell you what might be just beyond the horizon, because even mentors need mentors. I am grateful for all the professors, advisors, staff, fellow students, family and friends who brought each of us here today, because we needed them on our journey. Let's just pause for a moment and thank those people, both the ones who are with us today and also the ones who are not. Let us revel in joy and gratitude. After leaving UCLA, Look for the people in your life who help to make you a better version of yourself. Surround yourself with people who persuade you not to linger in self-doubt. The mentors, colleagues, and friends you seek in the years to come will help you to remember who you are and inspire you to be who you want to be. The moment we share right now fulfills your hours of sacrifice when it would have been easier not to push yourself so hard. It is the evidence that you have completed the most difficult courses you needed to take, and in the end, nothing defeated you. You belong at UCLA, and you make UCLA an acclaimed institution because of your strength, your voice, your intelligence, and your determination to succeed. Once this day has passed, I ask you to imagine it every now and then. Savor the moment, this stage, the seat you're in, the mask you wear, the beautiful people with us today in both body and spirit, the people who love you. Please carry this moment with you and touch on it in your mind and in your heart when you need it the most. Give yourself the chance to live in this moment again completely. May this moment give you strength when you need it the most. Today is a life story highlight, and I ask each of you to share your personal narrative with those who need to hear it from you. Practice a genuine compassion for yourself, and at the same time, extend that compassion to a world that may not entirely understand you or your story. Be patient about that. Know that those who offer the most are often misunderstood because the gifts they bear defy the odds. Know that whatever you are doing, wherever you are, the people around you will be inspired by you to grow and change. And they will recognize you because of who you are and all that you have gained from your experience as a Bruin. Every day ahead of you might not be perfect. However, enough of them will be as perfect as they need to be, because each one of them comes with the promise of tomorrow. And I am confident that you will make our tomorrow remarkable. I celebrate with great joy the opportunity to share this moment with you. And so, class of 2020, congratulations, and go Bruins. Now, when you became Bruins, one of your rites of passage was to uphold our true Bruin values of respect, accountability, integrity, service, and excellence. As alumni, you are Bruins for life, and you remain an important part of our extended community. I now want to share with you UCLA's Principles of Community, which are published with our mission statement. I will read several of these principles to you. Then I will ask you to make a pledge with me to uphold them as you join other communities around us, communities that will find their greatest success because you, as a Bruin, are a part of them. I quote, "We believe that diversity is critical to maintaining excellence in all our endeavors. We seek to foster open-mindedness, understanding, compassion, and inclusiveness among individuals and groups. We are committed to ensuring freedom of expression and dialogue in a respectful and civil manner on the spectrum of views held by our varied and diverse campus communities. We acknowledge that modern societies carry historical and divisive biases, and we seek to promote awareness and understanding through education and research, and to mediate and resolve conflicts that arise from these biases in our communities. Silently, please join me in this pledge. We will commit together to uphold these principles of community in Westwood and our communities beyond. Thank you." Okay, so with the first row of graduates, please stand and begin your approach to the stage. Graduates, we recognize you today for your individual achievements, and we present you as UCLA graduates to your family and friends. Our master's degree recipients will be followed by our bachelor's degree recipients. The graduates will cross our stage and pause for a photo. Please leave your mask on the entire time you're on stage. You've already taken pictures outdoors without your mask. Please begin.
Irena Davila Mejia. Thomas James Hodder. Madeline Olivia Kuhn. V. Nguyen. Andrea Patricia Aguila. Kimberly Fernandez Iraeta. Leah Sophia Cohen. Jaya Marie Mapleton. Nadine Nasnas. Julian Moreno. Camille A. Carrion. Deanna Paulina Ortega. Alyssa Janelle Weand. Hunter D. Harrelson. Ching Ji Siu. Jonathan Fan. Katie Kim. Kathy Yuen Ni Kam. Ariel Valerie Widodo. Metzi Gabriela Soriano Angel. Andrea Stephanie Gomez Rivera. Gema Ortiz. Jessica Adela Morales. Sylvia Kai. Jose Jesus Rodriguez IV. Spencer Thomas Kim. Jamie Susan Liu. Stephanie Gomez Bautista. Melissa Nicole Focardi. Megan Angel King. Ismael Castillo. Kendra Maria Valentekovich. Lauren Ariola Sanchez. Cindy Guadalupe Osorio. Vanessa Michelle Perez. Dina Antonio Lang. Sungkyung Christy Kim.
Is that one mine? No, you gave mine away. Plopino, right?
Raymond Benedict Plopino Arroyo. Joseph Salcedo. Alondra Gonzalez. Itzel Mercado. Marisol Carranza. Melissa Gonzalez. M. Abdullah Nasir. Alejandro Salcedo. Nicole Corona Diaz. Minxin Xie. Susan Etienne Wong. Qi Shen Zhu. Haolun Liu. Yongkyung Liu. Kimberly Isidoro Delgado.
Thank you all. In the spring of 2020, the Chancellor conferred your degrees, and at this time, I want to revisit that moment with an acknowledgement of his words. More than anything, the Chancellor hoped that your experience at UCLA has opened up some windows on the world for you and leaves you yearning to know more. Your experience at UCLA is just the beginning of a life of continuing discovery, and the skills you've acquired here, in and outside the classroom, will serve you well in this rapidly changing world. When we gathered here today, perhaps your tassel was on the left, which is correct. If it isn't, please take this opportunity to turn your tassel, if you have one, while we listen to UCLA's alma mater, Hail to the Hills of Westwood. are so very proud of you, class of 2020. Graduates, please stand and be acknowledged by your family and friends. Okay, please be seated. Please be seated. And guests, please remember that you must remain seated until the graduates have exited Royce Hall. Family and friends, we are grateful that you joined us here today and that you have played such important roles in the success of your graduates. I will leave you with the words of our own John Wooden. Success is never final. Failure is never fatal. It's courage that counts. Congratulations, and go Bruins.